Hey everyone, so welcome to my workstation. And today I was just sitting and making these beautiful bubble flowers right in front of you. So I was actually making these, and I thought, why not I record it and I give you a detailed process of how to do these very beautiful gel bubble flowers. And yes, these are made one by one, like petal by petal by hand. So I'll be taking you stepwise on how to do these beautiful gel bubble flowers and then how to place them on this finger. So let's get started. I will first very quickly show you the things that you need and how you can even make it better. Right, so I have also tried it a lot of times in the past, and the problem that I have always faced is that they become too big and they do not fit on the finger that nicely. The layers are not visible that nicely. Now in this one you can see that the layers are very nicely visible. I am really not saying that this is absolutely perfect because I've ended up with a little bit of air bubbles in between, but that's okay. For this hand, when we'll be creating a bubble, we'll take care. So the things that you would need is, first you need to decide on what color bubble flower do you want to use. Now there's a small trick that when we come to the color, you need to use a little more pigmented color rather than using a very thin or less pigmented color. So I have chosen to go up with my Your Sugar white color gel. It's a painting gel and it has a very thick consistency. It is not at all thin. So I've decided to go in with that for the white color. Next we need to decide on if we need to put some what for the center of the flower, what do we need to put. So if you want to put some glitter, you can use any kind of very fine glitter, but I've decided that I will go with these silver metal balls. So you can see that there is one in the center of the flower right there. So I have used these for that, and you'll see how do we do it. Now there's a choice between using a builder gel for the flower building up, or you want to use your top coat. Now the very much that is I suggest you to use is the top coat, because whenever I have created a flower with the builder gel, I have ended up with big flowers. So they really go really big. If you have a thin consistency builder gel, you can use it, but generally the builder gels are really thick consistency and we end up with bigger flowers. So I have tried it with my blue sky, very simple, no white top coat, and I have created this beautiful flower. So there's a trick on how to apply the top coat which I will reveal, and then you just need a stick on which you will be making your flower, and then we'll just take it off. So I will be making it up on this. You can use any kind of a toothpick or anything. This is just an orange wood. You can see there's a cuticle pusher this side, and then there's the pointed side, and then I will be using a brush to apply the white color. Now let's quickly get started. Very simply, I will just take out a few of my metal balls right here, very little bit, maybe just these many. If you can see here, I have taken them out. And for the beginning of the process, I will be dipping up in the builder gel only. I will be dipping up my the stick just a little bit, just to take up a little bit. And in this we have to take care that we always are keeping our stick pointed downward, so that whatever the gel, it is always like concentrated more on the lower part. And then once we have it, I will be taking up all these metal balls and they will just stick up on the gel portion. So this becomes the center of the flower. So I'm pretty much happy, and I will just go ahead and cure it in my lamp now. Well, here is the lamp and I am just curing it, and while curing I'm also rotating it. I'm rotating the stick like that. Okay, so once it is out of the lamp, I've cured it for just 30 seconds so that my metal balls are nice and positioned. Now I will be taking my top coat, and I will just put the top coat like that. I will just put it so that I have a good coat of the top coat all around my metal balls, and I will just put the stick upside down so that all the top coat just comes on the upper area of the metal balls, right? I will put this stick inside the lamp also, kind of upside down. I'll try to show it to you. I don't know if I'll be able. I'll just keep my stick like that, put my hand inside, and I'll switch on the lamp, and I'll keep rotating the stick as well. I'm rotating the stick like that inside the lamp so that it is evenly coated and it doesn't happen that the gel is dripping on one side and it gets cured. My metal balls are nicely coated with the gel. Now I will take my white color, or whatever color you're using, just make sure that it is a little thick in consistency. Okay, now I will be taking up my white color, okay, and I will draw petals. Depending, if you want to draw 2 petals, you can do 2 petals. If you want to make 3 petals, you can do that. The first layer of the petals, we'll be making a little closed petals, and then it will, like, as we move ahead in layers, we'll keep opening up the flower like that. Okay, okay, so I have gone for 2 petals only because there was not much space. So I have gone for 2 petals. I hope you can see it. So one is here and the other one is right here, and now I am just going to go ahead and cure it for 30 seconds. Cool. So guys, once this is out of my machine, I will again take my top coat, and now again very carefully I will be top coating in a way where I will hold the stick like this, right? And I will just take my top coat and I will just, like, you can see I'm rotating the stick and I am just applying the top coat like that. See, I need a thick layer, but I do not want it to concentrate at one place. So I will be giving it a nice top coat, and then my stick will be upside down all the time until it is nicely cured. So again, I will put it in the lamp in the same manner, and I will keep rotating it even while curing it for 30 seconds. Cool. So now it is out of the lamp, and again now I will be creating the layers. Let's see. Now once we've started with 2 layers, now I will be putting only 2 layers. So now we will be putting the next petal between these 2 petals, right? So I will be putting my next petal right here, and the second petal will be right here in the middle, this side. Just like that. And then, so this will be the top that will be visible, and now I will again cure it. And now I will keep repeating the same process again and again. Okay guys, so here you can see, you can already see the layers now inside the flower. I hope it focuses. And now I will just go ahead with the last layer of mine, and then that will be the last white layer, and then the last top coat. So if you've noticed, I've increased the number of petals now I'm putting on the outer layer, and now I'll just go ahead and I will cure this. So here is my flower out of the lamp, and it is nice and cured. You can see it is nicely dry, and I really hope you can see the layers inside. It's looking absolutely gorgeous, and I will change the lighting also a bit to show you the layers. If you can see from this angle, all the layers inside the flower, it's nice and visible. See the layers inside, you can see here as well. It's looking absolutely gorgeous, and here also. So this is your bubble flower that we call the gel bubble flower that you can create with your colors and your top coat. That is it. You do not need anything else. Now I also decided to show you how to take it off from the stick, which is absolutely simple. Now if you have top coated in this way, like holding the stick upside down and you've top coated in this way, then it will not at all be difficult to take it out. And do not use much, don't dip it very much down the stick, just take this corner. Now it is not sticky. If you are using a sticky top coat, please definitely wipe it off, but since I'm using a non-sticky top coat, I'll just hold it nice and tight. I'll give my stick a twist and I'll take it out, and I will have my bubble flower. I use my e-filer and my the cuticle bit that I use generally at a good speed, and I'll just take my bubble flower. I'll hold it between my two fingers very nicely and firmly, and I'll give this one a nice, I'll flatten it from the underlying section so that I can also place it on my nail nicely and comfortably. So you can even see the white layers underneath. Haha, that's the fun part. So I have just flattened it, and so that it can just sit straight on my nail, and I'll give it a nice wipe, and here is my flower ready to go on my fingernail. Okay, so this is the fingernail. I'm going to place it right here. Okay guys, so what all I have here, I have right here is the bubble flower that I've made. Here are some Swarovskis. These are the AB Swarovskis that I'm using. AB is the Aurora ones, and here are the conical Swarovskis that I use. I'll show you. They are very good to surround your bigger gems. So these are the conical Swarovskis that we call, and this I have in silver color. And then I have my small metal balls right here soaked in the top coat. Soaked as in, like, I just put some top coat over it and I just leave it. What I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna clean the surface, and if you want, you can also buff out the surface. Now as you can see, I've already done my nails, and I will just buff out the surface where I'm gonna do the stonework. So here is where I am going to do my stonework. So I have just buffed out the surface a little bit, and nicely I will just clean the surface. Now once it is clean and nice, I will take my polygel. I'm using clear polygel to stick my the flower and the bigger gems, right? So I will just put the polygel right here where I want to stick it. Now I will take my wax pencil, and I'll just pick up my flower and place the flower wherever I want to place it. Once it is here, I'll give it a nice press. Okay, now we need really to be very careful that it is not touching my skin behind, and for that I will just give it a little clean up, and I will make sure that it is not touching the skin. Now once my flower is embedded in the polygel, I will use the conical ones to surround it, and see how these conical ones will surround the flower. So two on that side and two on this side. So once I am done with my So now this way the flower and the conical gems are nicely embedded in the polygel. So there is no way it comes out. And to fill up this gap, the back portion gap, I will be using my AB Swarovskis. These are the smaller ones. You can use whatever size you want accordingly, as many as you want. So that is how I have filled up the back portion, and you have to be very careful that the gel, the polygel, is not touching your skin behind. I will be applying this the glue gel that we say on the side, so that I can just bring them down till here. And on this side also I am going to apply my glue gel right till there, and I'm going to bring it down. And for this also, guys, less is more, because at times we end up putting so much of the glue gel that our Swarovskis literally get embedded and they lose their shine. So we do not need to put a lot of it. I'm just putting in triangular form. I'm putting 3 on this side and 1. This is the smaller one, so I'll have to pick up a bigger one. So here is my case, as you can see, and I'll be picking up the size that I need. 1, and then again. And then I'm just cleaning the back side, and once you're nice and clean, just go ahead and cure it in the lamp for 1 minute. Okay guys, so here are my finished nails. I had plain red nails, which I did for challenge that you must have seen on IGTV. I have that video right on my Instagram, and I'm on Instagram by the name Disha Nail the Art. I hope you're already following me there, and my IGTV video is there with these nails and very big charms. So yes, so I just wanted something more practical for daily use, and those were the glam party nails. So these are the simple ones which are more for the daily use, because these kind of charms really never bother you for your daily chores as well at home. So here are my flower and the bubble flower tutorial that I wanted to do for you, and I hope you really subscribe to my channel, because that will really help me out. And you can leave your comments down below on whatever look you want me to recreate. If it is an internet trend or a challenge or anything that you want to throw at me, let it come and I will do it. Do follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well, and do subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.